you're with Libby from LibbyStamps.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, and I just thought I'd come in and show you how I made this card today. It's got a few techniques on it. Got inking up an embossing folder, watercolouring, and hiding these giraffes inside the jungle, pretend jungle. And then on the inside I've just got the giraffe and same on the envelope. So I've backed this on Blackberry Bliss, basic black, and the top is shimmery white cardstock. This is plain white cardstock, and so is the insert. So we'll start with the shimmery white cardstock, which measures 9.5 by 13.4 centimetres, and I'll put the measurements up on my blog, and I'll put the imperial measurements as well. I'm going to use the Woodland Textured Impressions embossing folder, and it's important to note that when you use this, the bottom of the folder, or where the crease is the bottom of the woodland. So the top is sort of the sky, if you like. And the side that's got the sizzix on it, that's the side that will emboss. The other side will deboss, or push the pressure in. We're going to do some inking. Along the bottom I want some crumb cake, and I'm putting it on the side that says sizzix. So I'll just turn this around, and I'm just going to wipe across. This is a bit messy on your embossing folder, but it cleans off quite easily with a wet wipe, or run it under a tap and dry with a lint-free cloth. And then I want some ground, so I'm going to call that Pear Pizzazz, and I'll just wipe that across. And I do right across so I just do right across, and then come in with some Pool Party and ink that up, sort of swirl it down into a bit of the green. Alright, then I'm going to lay my card on the wrong side so I can line it up where I want it, and then I'm going to close the embossing folder and come in with my Big Shot. My Big Shot plate sandwiches the platform, Big Shot platform, a clear plate, not very clear, very well used, the embossing folder, and always put it crease in, just in case something should catch. It's better if you have it crease in. Alright, and then roll it on through. Alright, so there's the inside of the top layer of our card, not looking too bad. Normally I'd come in with some sponge daubers and sort of swirl that around a bit, as I did on this, to make it a bit more vibrant, but I might leave it this time and see how we go. Alright, and now I've watercoloured some, well, I've stamped in StazOn on watercolour paper, some giraffes and a hippo, and I'm going to come in, we'll do the giraffes first, they're easy. And this one I want to be sort of a little bit more bluish, I suppose, I don't know. And I'm going to use my aqua painter. It's come in a pack of 2 for $21, I think it is, or thereabouts. I'm going to take some of the water out of my aqua painter by holding it upside down, and then just come in this. And I start at the bottom because my aqua painter will have the most vibrant colour at the bottom, and then by the time I get to the top it's only very pale, and that's what I want for the face. I don't want it too dark. Alright, same on the next one. It's easy to watercolour these before you die cut them, but for the purposes of the video I wanted to make it a little bit quicker. And this is from Animal Outing and Animal Friends die cuts. So I'll show you that bundle. Animal Outing, gorgeous, gorgeous bundle. And Animal Friends Thinlet dies, just wonderful. And you can buy that through my online store. Who'd have thought? So go to libbystamps.com and click on the shop button, and you can buy that in a bundle. And it is 10% off if you buy it as a bundle, rather than if you bought it as individual pieces. Alright, so now I'm just coming in with a bit of pumpkin pie, and that watercolour paper is quite wet, so I'm just giving him some more vibrant spots. I might just give him a bit of a tinge around the top of the ears. On the other one I did just a touch of Blackberry Bliss on the ears, so you can do any colour you like. Alright, and I'll might just do a quick wash over, take a bit of the yellow out of his face, come back in and do the other one. So again, starting at the bottom, this one's a little bit dry, so I've got a bit more water in my brush. That was a bit orangey, wasn't it? We can fix that. Alright, so just might put a bit of blue on these giraffes. I haven't decided yet. So if you think he's a bit orange, you can come in and put some crumb cake or something on him. Just be careful that you wait for it to dry a bit, because it always comes out 2 or 3 shades lighter than what you've painted. Alright, now I'm going to do in Smoky Slate, Basic Grey and Blueberry Bushel. Alright, so I'm just going to go around all these bits here, just give him a good wash over with Smoky Slate. Don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so start at the bottom where it's going to be darkest and just work your way up. And I'm doing his face too, just doing all around it, making sure it's just all covered with a wash, really, to start with, a bit of colour and a wash. Now I want this tusk to be a bit grayer. Alright, that might about do us for Smoky Slate, I think. Don't forget his little tail. I'll come in with the basic grey. Unfortunately, I don't have the re-inker for that yet, so I'm just taking a bit of ink from the edges. I'm just going to come in and do this tusk a bit darker. So this is basic grey I'm now using on top of the Smoky Slate, because I do want the tusk to look more grey than the rhino. Alright, I'm happy with that. As I said, when it dries, it'll dry a bit lighter. Alright, now I'm going to come in with some Blueberry Bushel. Okay, now remember I said you can come in on the giraffes, because I want this one to be a bit bluer looking. So I'm just going to come in and add a bit of blue inside the ears and across the top of his little antler. Alright, and then giraffes have blue tongues, so I'm just going to paint in there on one, just on one, because you'll see what we're going to do in a minute. Alright, and then on this one, just inside his ears. Alright, come into our hand. I'm going to make him quite blue, I think.
It'll take creation, imagination, try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration. All I'm saying is you can do it. I want to hear you say, I am independent. I am dedicated.
Alright, now I said I used some Blackberry Bliss in my last one, and we're going to use some Blackberry Bliss in this one too. Alright, now I just need a tiny bit of Blackberry Bliss. I'm just going to take it from in this corner here, where it seems to have a little bit of ink, and I'm just going to come in and give him a bit of a pink cheek. And the same on our giraffes, maybe a bit more, same on this one. Alright, it's a bit pink, isn't it? You can always fix it. Come in and just wash over it. Okay, now we just need to do the bird. The bird I did in pumpkin pie and crushed curry, I think, yes. So the pumpkin pie I did freeze bake, just like that. I did the bird. Quick, it's quite quick doing it this way with the aqua painter. And a few inks. The front I'm going to pop down here we're going to do some cutting. Now, on this one, I decided the giraffes were sort of a bit in the wrong place. So I'm going to bring them a bit further over this way. So perhaps one here and one here or thereabouts. Now, it's important to note that your hole that you cut needs to be about 1/2 inch because it needs to be big enough to get this part of the neck through. So I might put this one here, so about there. Alright, so if I put it about there, so about 1/2 inch, or 1/2 inch is 1.2, is it? Yeah, 1.2 centimetres. So I'm going to go that way for about 1.2, about there. Alright, and I need my knife. Make sure you've got a nice sharp blade. So you put him about there, and you cut as deeply as you can, and use a metal ruler, not a timber one. Otherwise you'll shave the timber off the ruler. Alright, now I've put that hole about there, so I want it to go a little bit further, I think. So I'm just cutting into the card. Alright, so that should go in about there. No, not quite big enough. So you just need to keep putting little cuts into the card until the neck goes through, which is much easier than trying to put the head through. Alright, needs a little bit more. I think I should have cut it the other way. No, there we go. Alright, so there's one giraffe, and the other giraffe I'm going to put up here. I'm going to cut from about here to here and see how long that is. Yeah, almost long enough. Alright, so I'll cut the opposite way this time, hoping that that's right. Okay, so just opening up that hole a little bit more so we can pop our giraffe in. Still not quite big enough. So just be very gentle when you're cutting, that you don't slice all the way through your finger or ruin the card. Alright, so this one's going to go here. Alright, that's better. And this one can come out a bit further. Alright, now this one up here that I didn't colour the tongue of, we're actually going to snip out his mouth. And we're going to feed some leaves in there. It's easier to do all this preparation before you adhere the giraffes inside the card. So for this I'm just going to use some glue dots, and I've already cut some leaves out using the Animal Friends thinlet dies, and it does come with the thinlet just for the branch. So you can do the branch just without the frog. Alright, and I'm just going to put a glue dot on the back of the giraffe here. And then I'm going to collect one of my leaves. And, okay, so I'm just going to turn this over. And I want the leaves to be coming out of his mouth. So you just stick them on the back of the giraffe's face, and then snip away what you don't need. I wouldn't snip too much. I'm just going to snip off that end there so that it's still quite well attached, and I'm going to sort of bring them out with my fingers a bit. Now, what else did I do? Oh, I wanted to put some leaves, so I'll put him back in, and we'll work out where we're going to put our other leaves. So he's going to go about there, And our other leaves, I'm going to put some leaves to sort of be coming out from in here. So I'm just going to pop a little hole there. And really you could use your paper piercer for the leaves, but I'm just going to pop a little hole in there with my knife and then pop a paper piercer through there if I can find it again. There it is. There it is. Alright, and just make a bit of a hole and pop my leaf, my branch in there. Alright, and then the other one can just go behind the giraffe's head. So that's this one. I don't want it to be coming out like that. Alright, on with a glue dot. Turn that over so it's the right way around. On with a glue dot, and you're nearly done. So this is just how I do it. There's sure to be lots of different ways to do this technique, and you can sort of weave the leaves in around the ears and what have you. Put that back in. Alright, now all I need to do is turn that over, lie it flat, and get some tear and tape and just adhere those to the back of the card.
Doing it my way, doing it my way. Yes, I am in control. I am. Watch me go.
And I'm going to pop this down here. And we mightn't have a sentiment on this. I was going to put thank you, but I think I'll leave it blank. Alright, so some Stampin' Dimensionals for the back of our stick on there. And this can be a card for any occasion. So I've got some basic black cutout, and it's 10 by 14.4, or what's that, 5 1/4 by 4. So over with that, and then some more liquid adhesive on that, and I'm putting this one on Blueberry Bushel card. Now you could stamp a sentiment before you emboss, so you could have stamped one up here and embossed over the top of it, but I quite like it like that. I might come back in and put something on it later, I'll see. Alright, now here's the inside of our card and the outside of the envelope. I've already stamped them. So now don't forget, you can buy all these products in my online store. If you think you'd like to join Stampin' Up, please drop me a line. All the information will be in the bottom of the video, but I'd be happy to have you in my team. I've got a lovely group of people, Crafty House we're called. We have our own private Facebook group. We have challenges and rewards and all sorts of things going on in there. Plus I do some training with videos and what have you. And yeah, so think about joining Stampin' Up. You don't have to do it as a business. You can just do it to pay for your hobby, your stash, and you get minimum 20% discount. Gotta love that. Where else can you get a minimum of 20% discount every time you shop? Same process as we used before, but we're using the blender pen. I might have stamped in stays on. Alright, so all the animals were stamped in stays on. Oh, done that bit. Alright, so, and then I just come in with some pumpkin pie, and just a little bit I need around these spots, and a tiny bit on his face. Take some of that yellow out. Alright, that'll do for the envelope. And really I'm just filling in the gaps that I missed the first time when I was colouring quickly with the crushed curry. I sort of like to do a base of crushed curry for these jungle animals. It seems to give them a little bit more depth. And in with our card, and put our insert in, Don't forget, you can buy all these products in my online store, and I'd love you to shop with me. I send out a thank you card and a thank you gift. It's only small, but you get one every time you shop with me. And I'm Libby Dyson from libbystamps.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. And yeah, you can shop at Libby Stamps. Okay, so there are our 2 cards with the envelopes, and the insert for this one's just 1 giraffe, and this one's got 3. So, all right, that's it from me today. Thanks so much for your company, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
Do it my way.